Hello and welcome, my friends. Happy New Year. Welcome to 2026 and welcome to the full wolf moon. Wow, there's a lot going on. Today is quite the day. I hope that you had a fantastic and phenomenal New Year and that step into 2026 was fun and enjoyable. And we're stepping right into the full wolf moon. Now, this year, the full wolf moon is going to rise on Saturday, so we will have access to it until Tuesday. And this year, the full wolf moon rises in Cancer and is a supermoon. Yay for emotion, because we're going to feel all the feels this week. Well, this weekend plus a day or two. So the next 5. Not a bad thing. Gonna help us to really get our feeding in a good foothold for 2026. Now, of course, because we are looking at the full wolf moon, I am using one of my favorite decks. This is the Northern Animal Tarot. I love it. It's a gorgeous deck. And then I have paired it. This is the Druid Animal Oracle, which again, absolutely gorgeous. All right, let's see what the full wolf moon has in store for you guys. And again, just because the full wolf moon wants you to do something doesn't necessarily mean you have to. There's no have tos, if you will. It's not like you're going to get into trouble. The full wolf moon just wants to support you in doing specific tasks. And this is an action-based moon. It's the full moon. All right. The Queen of Cups. The King of Swords. We have the new moon. The Three of Swords. And the High Priestess in reversal. I love this. So the new moon, lots of intention, lots of new beginnings. This is a new year, new beginning. How is that going to be for you? Now, please do not do those silly New Year's resolutions. I do not prescribe to those because they're a leap of faith. There's no foundation. You're not going to be successful. There's a very low rate of success with New Year's resolutions. However, that said, what are you going to be doing for you this year? Set some intentions. And it's not going to be, oh, I'm going to change everything, throw the baby out with the bathwater and just say, yeah, it's new. I need to do the new. The anxiety, the trauma, the fear will be like, yeah, no. You'll be successful for maybe a day or two, and then we're going to get you right back into the same pattern. Let's not do that this year. Using your head and taking care of yourself will help you minimize. You may never release entirely the emotion or the pain because we're human and we can be really toxic and cruel to each other. However, you're going to have a better and stronger threshold and foothold for you. It will also support you in turning some of the tides so that the knowledge and intuition becomes more predominant and that tool you fall back on rather than some ones that may not be so helpful. The full wolf moon wants to support you in gaining some insight. So over the next 5 days, take that deep breath and start to look, do some intention and some reflection. Not intensively. Honestly, set your timer for 5 minutes, then go do something else. 10 minutes, do something else. We're looking small bursts of time over the next 5 days. Because just like when you're doing, like if you were studying or revising, you would always, you would write something, leave it, and then come back to it. That's what we want to do. We want to make sure that we're using our head, that it feels right, that you're, not only does it feel right, that it's accomplishable, because you don't want to set yourself up for more failure. So take some time to do some intention and reflection. If you need some help with that, I do have a Patreon community. Part of my Patreon community, they always get each month a lot of intention and reflection sheets. And it's not like a stack of homework. It's just each month they get a couple sheets, and you literally, they're prompt. You can fill them in. I've left a link below. So if you need a little extra help, I've got you covered. The full moon wants to support you with this. Additionally, you may want to look at, well, taking just a little quick deep dive into how you're doing and what will help, because that is going to be a big piece of setting some of that intention and reflection so that you can, okay, I know that this is a problem. However, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z to support me. And it is small steps. You don't want to try to do those leaps of faith or make large change without some foundation, because what will happen, you will regress. So where you are, it's not just a little regression, you jump far. And that's not going to be helpful for you, because then you're going to, again, really lodge in some of them sorts. The air dragon. Really working not only with the high priestess, as she holds, here it's the book of Torah, that knowledge piece, that universal knowledge. And you have Mr. Spock himself here. Yep. Using your head. Thinking things through before reacting. The eagle. The courage, the determination, and also that bird's eye view. That's what you're going to need to do. Take that step back. Look at your situation from, if you were an outside person, or this was the situation your friend or family member was in, so you can start to have those suggestions. You can see that a better perspective of your situation. If you're not able to do that, maybe use your head and ask someone who you trust and you know is there for you, that has your back. They're a positive support, a balanced relationship. Raven. And should you want, ask the high vibrational beings. So before you go to bed, especially over the next 5 days, ask any and all high vibrational beings to give you the insight on how you can start to, work better. Things that you should be trying to achieve and accomplish. You could also check in with Archangel Gabriel. I've got a lot of meditations here on the channel that are free that you can use to connect in with her. Amazing support for some of that aha. And you've got, two birds and a dragon, and they're any bird or flying insect, butterflies, dragonflies, they're a symbol of the high vibration. The fact you have an air dragon really connects into that knowledge and, that high vibrational support. We don't always have to have all the answers. We just need to know how to get them. So, using your words. Again, it's part about using your head. What are you going to need? And who's going to be able to support you? And if you are getting information from family or friends, you may want to get a couple sources, because they may also have a preconceived notion of what should happen for you. However, if you get, a couple people, you're going to be able to start to see a pattern where they're like, oh, well, you should watch your mental health, or you should do this or that. You're going to see a pattern. And the pattern pieces you can really say, about. The Nine of Pentacles, the Fool, the Crescent Moon, and Strength. All in reversal. The Crescent Moon is an oracle card. The Northern Animal Tarot I kickstarted years ago, right kind of when COVID hit in the early 2000s. And yeah, she threw in some oracle cards. So as you can see, lots of reversals. It's not a bad thing. It's just a thing. We're not seeing all the positive things. Again, we need that bird's eye view, getting some feedback, getting some understanding. Because right now we're not using all our abilities, all our strengths, all our positives to our advantage. We're actually minimizing what we can do because of the challenges, the traumas, the pains, and the fears. The Fool reminds us that, yeah, we're not alone. When we start to trust in the universe, and yeah, lots of stuff has happened, but that's not the universe. That's free will. People are doing things that may not be stellar. We may be doing stuff that isn't so great. Free will, our choices. The universe doesn't want to see us struggle. It doesn't want to see us in pain or hurting. We're causing ourselves a lot of problems because we're getting in our own way. And you can see how we're getting in our own way by what we're focusing in on. It's time to shift that struggle so that it's not so much of a struggle, that we're starting to trust in ourselves, starting to see some of those positive things, that we're using our head, we're trusting in ourselves and knowing that we do have a lot of positive things. There's a lot of abundance, a lot of prosperity that we haven't acknowledged, embraced, or tapped into. These are big pieces of that reflection and intention setting that it's going to be really helpful for you, not only right now, but in the future. As you go throughout 2026 and as you head into 2027, you're getting up on your feet and you're starting to enjoy this journey, because it is a journey. It's going to have its ups and its downs. Now, the technical moon, this is the waning crescent. This moon helps us to recharge, work with that self-care, the relaxation, the rest, the reflection, giving ourselves specific intentional time to do these pieces will go far for you. Like I said, not only in the short term, but in the long run as well. The full wolf moon really wants to set you up for success for 2026, which, let's be honest, we all would like. A little bit of more prosperity and abundance will go a long way right now. I want to thank you guys so very much for joining me today and exploring the full wolf moon. I hope that you did enjoy today's session, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up and let me know what you're most excited for 2026. Additionally, if you haven't done so, please don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell, as you don't want to miss what's going to happen here in 2026. And like I said earlier, I do have an amazing supportive community in my Patreon. If you're looking for an added layer of support, I've got you covered. I've left a link below so you can go check it out. Again, I want to thank you so very much for exploring the full wolf moon with me, and I hope that you are able to set some amazing intentions and get some work done. Until tomorrow, my friends.